Hey everybody, welcome to another discussion video with myself and Roger's Base.
What is poppin'? I just got a hey, how was your day text from this cutie patootie. Let's get it poppin', no? Hey.
Roger's excited because a cute girl talked to him, so we're gonna need to calm him down a bit.
Calm me down, my boy. Hey, she's a ballerina though. You're gonna dig this.
All right,
so.
There you go. So Roger, we are gonna be talking about Star Fox Zero here today.
Yes, we are.
And what we're going to be specifically talking about is our top 5 things we really want from the game.
So, now, the first thing I have to ask you,
Okay, ask away.
Will you or will you not keep the comments on this discussion?
Maybe. I'll keep them on for a while.
I'm telling you, you should keep them open, and you should keep the likes up, even if you get thousands of dislikes. Because I saw you took them down on the Paper Mario one, and I was like, listen, buddy, it's not flying with me.
Did you read the comments? Half of them were pretty
they were funny, dude. They were pretty funny, I thought.
Yeah, well, they're all mad
that
Josh
is an idiot.
They're all mad that I say Sticker Star is not as bad as they think, and yet they think the 5th version of the same Mario and Luigi game is good. So,
well, we both agree Paper Jam's garbage.
Yeah.
So let's actually talk about Star Fox.
Let's talk about a different kind of garbage. Star Fox Zero. No,
I love Star Fox.
No. Okay, so we're gonna just go as usual, where we say what we want, and then we'll take turns. And here we go. I'm gonna kick it off. Roger, we're gonna definitely agree on this one. Star Fox Zero needs multiplayer.
Yes.
Real multiplayer, not some sort of stupid one player has this controller and helps out the other player. Actual battle multiplayer on foot, in the vehicles. Basically, give me a new updated version of what Star Fox Assault was doing.
Yes, Star Fox Assault HD multiplayer. That's what I want to. And actually, that is my first choice as well. I love Star Fox Assault. I'm very surprised that actually last time I was in town, we did not get together and play Star Fox Assault multiplayer, because I think that's something we should definitely do a fold episode on. I love Star Fox Assault. I think it is a fantastic game for multiple reasons, and in fact, I'm going to reference that a lot with my choices. And yeah, the multiplayer is incredible. I love being able to jump between the R-Wings and the Landmasters and all that good stuff. So, here's hoping.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with Star Fox, it's generally a shorter game. Star Fox games are not incredibly lengthy. So for that reason, I think having a good multiplayer mode would really extend the life of this game, and considering it was delayed, I feel like there's no excuse now. They even delayed the game. You gotta add a nice, good multiplayer mode with online. Heck, even at this point, I would take it even if it doesn't have online. As long as it's a great multiplayer mode, it'd be fantastic. But obviously, I do think it should be online, so yeah.
I can't remember. Did Star Fox Assault have LAN play capability?
No.
Could you play? Oh, really? For some reason, I thought it did.
No, you might be thinking of Kirby Air Ride.
Oh, yeah, Kirby Air Ride did. That's right.
I think it did. Double Dash definitely did. But
Double Dash definitely did. Yeah, I know that for sure.
Yeah, but Star Fox, yeah. Multiplayer in Star Fox, give it to me. It'd be amazing.
Local or line, doesn't matter. Want them both.
So is it my turn again, since you also said multiplayer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'll just take all the turns here.
I'm too enamored by these tweets from Cutie Pie. I can't even think about it.
Listen, we're talking about Star Fox Zero. Stop being interested in things. So
wise guy, huh?
Listen, this is this is my second pick. I'm going to say that this game needs multiple control schemes. Usually I'm not even that kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that's like, I need multiple control schemes in all these games. But this game in particular, I don't want to play with 2 screens. I think the 2-screen gameplay is a dumb idea. I don't think that even if it felt good, it wouldn't even if I thought it worked properly, it wouldn't be worth doing. So adding to that, it doesn't work properly. I want to be able to play with either a normal control scheme, or, better yet, the way Star Fox should play, with a Wii Remote Plus controller and a nunchuck. Move around with the analog stick on the nunchuck, point at the screen to fire at things, bada bing, bada boom, that is the way it should play. That would be amazing. I doubt that option will be there, because Nintendo probably doesn't, I don't know, that would involve like more programming. But just normal control scheme would be good, so more control schemes.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because again, we're going to have to agree, because I wrote no motion control option. That's something I really want. I think I want like an option to play it on the classic controller, or like you said, I would love it like with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. I think that'd be great, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get that because the gamepad is so integral to the game, seemingly, but I do really want it as an option, and it is something that I also put on my list. So you're already on to number 3.
Do you think, well, here's a question for you. Do you think there will be a way to play without having to be forced to use 2 screens? Because there better be, because that's the biggest problem this game had at E3 for me.
I agree with you. I mean, I would hope, but I'm not holding my breath. Is that a possible answer? That I would hope, but I'm not holding my breath?
So you're basically saying you would like to not have to deal with the two-screen nonsense, but you think we're going to be forced to do it.
Yes. Do
you feel that will ruin the game for you?
I do kind of. Oh man, we are going to get hate. Maybe do turn off the comment section. I do kind of think that would ruin the game for me if there was no
way to,
no way to actually like not use the gamepad or something, or no way to like just be able to play on your gamepad in bed or something. Or I don't even want to think about it, especially because it's been delayed so much. It's like
there's no
this
excuse,
game has been delayed to hell. There's no excuse.
Yeah. I don't see, I'm so baffled as to how Miyamoto and the team working on this actually like that two-screen idea, because it doesn't work. Like, it's very uncomfortable. And
they're trying to find a reason for making the game.
Yeah, but you know what? At this point, in the Wii U's life, you don't need to try and figure out a reason for justifying the gamepad. The gamepad's almost ready to be put into its grave. You don't need to justify it at this point.
I agree with you. That's why you my friend.
But yeah, multiple control schemes. We need them. And when I say multiple control schemes, what I mean is a way to not use motion controls in this and a way to not have to use two screens. Heck, I'll take the motion controls over the two-screen nonsense.
I agree. Completely agree. Because I actually only use motion control in Splatoon. So
yeah, everybody yells at me because they say this is the same control setup as Splatoon. But Roger, you have played both games just like me. And can you also confirm, while they might sound similar, these games do not feel the same at all.
At all.
No.
They do not even feel close to being similar to each other. And I think the main reason for that is because a lot of this game is on rails. And so you're not running around in like a 3D space. You are completely, going on a track, and you still have these two ways to control the reticle. It's just like, it's terrible.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think?
See, in Splatoon, you're controlling with the control stick, and then you move up and down or horizontal and vertical, with your gamepad to actually look around. But you're holding and shooting with like the trigger button, and you're moving with the control stick. Like, you're not moving and controlling the reticle with the motion control. And that's what Star Fox does. And it's like, yeah, I'm not a fan, man.
I think I pinpointed what is the problem for me as far as that goes. You can aim your cursor by moving the left analog stick, correct?
Yeah.
And at the same time, you can move that same cursor by moving the gamepad around. So you're controlling your aim with two different control options at the same time. So for me, I mean, when you hold the gamepad, you're going to move it a little bit. Even if you're trying your best to hold it still, it's going to move, which is going to move the cursor. And which means if you're using the analog stick to move around, which you will be, it feels like it keeps going out of sync. I kept thinking my gamepad was broken at E3 because I kept feeling like the cursor was veering off the screen, but it was really just because I was moving my hand a little bit. So I have no idea why those two things would be working together. That is not the way they work in Splatoon.
Yeah.
So yeah, multiple control schemes. It needs it.
Yep.
You said the same thing, so I go again.
Yeah, number 3.
We might not agree. Okay, here's some that we might not agree on.
It's made for a good discussion so far, so who cares? It's fine. Who cares?
I'm going to say one of the most important aspects to Star Fox is that the missions are designed to be replayed again and again. So I really want that to be a big focus, bigger than ever before. So replayability in missions is something I really need out of this game, especially if it doesn't have multiplayer.
Yeah.
I worry a little bit about that, maybe kind of, because we saw, like, the missions we saw at E3 in that demo didn't seem like you could really play them more and discover a lot of things. I mean, Corneria maybe a little bit, but overall, the other stuff just seemed a little like, oh, you play it once and whatever. But then again, it was a demo. That new Pyro, whatever, the Pyrosphere or whatever that new ship is called that moves real slow. Those missions suck, and I don't think those will have much replayability.
I'm just laughing that you
called it the stage.
The stage from Smash Brothers that has Ridley in it that I despise. That you just decided that's what I'm going to call this ship because Roger doesn't like it.
Well, what is it called?
I don't the new ship that like hovers around.
Yeah, it's real slow.
The gyrocopter.
Okay, well that sucks. By the way, that's stupid.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
when
of
I think
that
of Star Fox, I think of big explosions, fast action. Star Fox Zero should be the Michael Bay of video games. Just constant.
The walker is cool though. Playing with the walker, I will say, is probably my favorite way playing that game. It was a lot of fun.
As long as the missions are designed to where you would benefit from going on the ground and then jumping back into the air,
Yeah.
transforming. As long as they're designed around that, it'll be great. At E3, they really weren't, by the way. Remember when you were like playing and I was like, oh, you should go in the walker to take care of the ones on the ground? And you're like, oh, no, you really shouldn't do that because you can't reach their weak point from the ground.
Oh, right.
So it's like, wait a minute, what the hell?
And the girl demoing it was like, no, you should really switch to the walker. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
and then I just beat the whole thing as an R-Wing.
Yeah, me and the booth girl were both like, oh yeah, do that.
Yeah.
And then you did it and you're like, no, see, I can't get him. And I'm like, what the heck's the point in going in the walker then? So yeah, I mean, replayability.
I'm not going to say that. Never mind. We're going to get hounded by Tumblr people. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway,
we're going to get hounded by Tumblr people no matter what.
So my number 3 choice, because you mentioned replayability and levels. I think for me, one thing that I thought was sorely lacking from Star Fox 64 3D and Star Fox Command, I need this in every Star Fox game moving forward, and it's unfortunate because I didn't hear it in the demo version of Star Fox Zero that we heard, and I really need it because this is what I think of when I think Star Fox. I need a fully orchestrated soundtrack. That is one of the best things about Star Fox Assault. I still to this day think it is one of the best first-party soundtracks of any Nintendo game ever. I love Star Fox Assault, and I think having that big bombastic orchestra behind all these big epic space battles just makes it all the better. And when you look at Assault's soundtrack and those amazing tracks, and you hear the multi-layered with the cello and it's I need it. I need an orchestrated soundtrack. And again, it's one of those things that I actually don't think we are going to get because even when the game was planned for this year, it must have been relatively far in development when we played that demo. There was no orchestrated music. So,
well, I'm going to go even further than that. Did you know even though it was hard to hear on the show floor, that demo at E3 had literally no music in it.
Really?
Yeah, there's no music.
Oh, you're right, because the bum, ba-da-bum, ba-ba-bum was playing at the booth. It was playing at the booth.
It was just
wasn't
Nintendo's
the
booth,
game.
yeah.
That's right. Oh,
so there was no level music incorporated into any of those.
Dang.
I will say that main theme song for Star Fox Zero is my favorite thing about the whole game.
It is catchy.
That new theme song is really good. And I don't know, is that orchestrated? That sounded...
Nope.
No?
No. It's like the computer generated orchestration, but it's not truly orchestrated. Like, I doubt they're going to get the Tokyo Philharmonic to do it again, but I want them to because it's amazing.
Yeah, they delayed it. Why not? Get those. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a game about fast-paced space fighting action. It should have an orchestrated soundtrack. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. Maybe it will. I mean, we've heard like literally one track of music from this game. So
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see.
Once again, not hold my breath though.
So another thing that I would say is, and maybe you agree with this, improved visuals. At E3, I thought it looked okay, but for me, Star Fox can't get away with looking okay. Star Fox has kind of always been the game that sort of pushed the visual boundaries. I mean, if you look at the Super Nintendo game, it was like the first 3D game Nintendo had ever made, even though technically it's not 3D, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
And I think Star Fox Assault was a really nice looking game on the GameCube. And I don't know. And on the 64, it was one of the better looking games when it was around. So I really think, given the context of Star Fox, like I said, it's this intense explosions everywhere, lasers, ships coming at you in space. That needs to look gorgeous. And you really need to be wowed by the visuals. And at E3, I didn't see that. And everything Nintendo has shown us so far, I'm not seeing it. So I really hope that this delay makes the game look that much prettier. I mean, this is also Platinum Games. They're generally pretty good at pulling off some gorgeous, visuals. So,
oh yeah.
So I want to see some improved visuals.
I would also like that, but it's not like a high priority for me. It's not like something that I need to have. I mean, there's been plenty of... I love Star Fox 64. I can go back and play that, and those graphics are horrible and blocky, and what doesn't matter to me. It's like Star Fox games are fun, not necessarily because of the graphics, though I will say the graphics in Assault were really cool at the time. I remember flying into that the first planet and seeing like all the vegetation and all the robots, and it looked really cool. But I'm actually going to say... one of the things I really want is a boss battle rush. And that's something that I actually don't even think any Star Fox game has ever had, but it's something that I would really like to see, especially if the game has these really intricate boss battles using the gamepad where you have to do this other stuff. It's like, well, if they took this much time developing those bosses and, being able to beat these bosses in a bunch of different ways, I think it'd be cool to have kind of like a speedrun boss battle rush mode. So
yeah, that could be cool. And again, that kind of ties a little bit into the idea of replayability, having more stuff to do other than just doing the main, story.
Yeah, and to tie in with that, I'm not making it its own separate point. I think it goes along with the boss battle thing. I need 4-on-4 dogfights with Star Wolf. I think when we fought Pigma during the E3 demo, it was fun, but it was one ship. And I really want full on 4-on-4 dogfights. That was one of the best things about Star Fox 64 was when you had a full team versus full team of Star Wolf, and you were just going at it on the space station, and then it was fantastic.
I think that whole Pigma mission that we played at E3 in the demo is probably not even going to be something in the game. Like,
I agree.
I
agree. It's probably not.
Even if it is in the game, it'll be so drastically improved and different that we won't even really recognize it.
Agreed.
That felt like, I mean, you could beat that in like 30 seconds.
I did beat it in 30 seconds. There's video footage of me beating it in 30 seconds.
So I think,
the girl was like, I've never seen anyone do it like this. I'm like, really? Because all you got to do is beat Pigma, and then you beat the mission. So like,
yeah. So I think that was just something they tacked in there for more stuff in the demo.
Yeah. Agreed.
But yeah, boss rush mode would be great, and I think that's something they could easily add. So yeah, that definitely needs to be in there, I think.
Well, we're on to our number 5 right now.
This is our final one.
It is our final one.
Do you think we
we're
agree?
Say it at the same time. I know we agree because we talked about it beforehand. You can't be teasing these people.
Okay, do we agree with this?
All right.
Let's do it. Ready? 1,
yeah, 1,
2, 3.
3.
No
Crystal. Hey, my boy.
Now the dislike button is being hit rapidly
Hit it,
by Crystal's fan base.
And thankfully, this is something that has been confirmed by Platinum Games to not be in the game. This is something that's definitely going to be an improvement regardless, because they have said this takes place before they met Crystal, and there is no Crystal. It's like a soft reboot of the series, so we're not going to see Crystal in the game. Guaranteed.
Can I pretend...
They said they'd be open to putting it into a sequel, but not in this one.
Could I pretend that instead of it taking place before they met Crystal, it takes place after Crystal died a horrible death?
After she became whatever that thing was at the end of Command, she became like cursed or whatever.
She became an Aperoid.
Holy mackerel!
She's the final
that was
boss.
Pigma. Oh, you mean that's actually the final boss of this game? Is Crystal as an Aperoid?
Yeah, she's infected.
Shoot me down, Fox!
I've seen those pictures you people draw of me on the internet. You will pay. Yeah, no Crystal would be fantastic, and the fact that it's not happening, great. I think she's annoying. She's not a part of Star Fox.
I don't like her, man. She's fur bait.
Well, I hate how she adds romance. Like I said this before, she adds romance to Star Fox. That is dumb. If they wanted to put her in and she had like an actual cool uniform and she wasn't being all like romantic with Fox or any stupid stuff like that, maybe then, whatever, sure. But the fact that she's like Fox's girlfriend and there's this like weird drama backstory, forget that. Star Fox is, like I said, about blowing stuff up with great music. That's all I need. I don't need...
I was just going to say, I'm going to quote that Robin Hood meme that's on the internet where it's like, yiffin' hell, fur boys. Like, I don't need any of that with my Star Fox.
Yeah, I'm glad she's not in the game.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment below.
The dislikes are coming. Woo! Can't wait.
Yep. I don't know why people would like her. I don't get it. Well, whatever. To each his own, I'm not judging. Well, I am a little bit.
Arf, arf.
But listen, Roger, I don't know what that was. That wraps up our Star Fox Zero top 5 things we want to see in the game. The game comes out this spring. Hopefully, it doesn't get delayed again. There were rumors that it's going to get delayed again until July. That better not happen.
That would be crazy.
That's after E3. Like, what?
Yeah.
Anyways.
We'll find out soon. I'm sure we're going to get Nintendo Direct within the month. So
yeah, hopefully we do. Roger, aside from all the links in the description that people can easily click, where can they find you?
You can find me at Rogers Base on furaffinity.com.
Oh,
you
boy.
No, I'm just kidding. You can find me Rogers Base on DeviantArt. You can find me... No, I'm just kidding. Rogers Base.
Inflated Rogers
Furaffinity
Base.
and DeviantArt. No. You can find me Rogers Base on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff. So
yeah, links are in the description as always. Hey guys, thanks for listening to this discussion. As a reminder, obviously, don't take anything we talk about too seriously. If you love Crystal as a character and you want her in, then great. Great. I disagree with you, and I think she's stupid, but okay. All right, guys, we will see you in the next discussion. Roger, thanks for chatting with me.
Of course, anytime. Bye.
Bye-bye.